Hello everyone, I'm Rakesh and welcome back to my channel CodeStreamTech, making learning easy. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to make your Pega learning experience easy and hit that bell icon for the latest notifications. If you want to learn Pega right from basics till advanced, then you can join my course on Udemy and you will get its discount coupon code on my site www.codestreamtech.com. And if you are a professional Pega developer and want to learn Constellation from beginning, then you can join my course Pega Constellation Beginners Icebreaker course on Udemy. And you will get its discount coupon code on my site www.codestreamtech.com. So guys, in this video, we're going to talk about Pega GenAI Blueprint in latest version Pega Infinity 25. So in this video, we're going to first create GenAI Blueprint file and after that, we're going to import that to create a new application. So let's get started. So guys, I have launched my community edition and once you click on this for the first time, you will land on this screen. So basically it is asking you to create a new application. So in this video, we're going to create a new application with the help of Pega GenAI Blueprint. So before we proceed with this screen, we first need to create a blueprint file which we will import later over here. Let's click on this option, create a blueprint. So you will notice you will land on this site pega.com/blueprint and here you will get this option build a blueprint. Just click on that. So if you are logged in for the first time over here or if you haven't created any blueprint file, you might see a blank screen over here. So let's go and click on create a blueprint button. So first of all, you need to select a business industry for which you are going to create the application. Let's say I'm creating one application for banking industry. In that case, I'll select banking. And let's say if it is related to healthcare, in that case, I'll select healthcare. Or let's say if your industry is not selected, then you can go with this option other. On the right hand side, you will get this button upload supporting assets. So if you have any supporting documents related to your business application, you can click over here and you can upload those respective documents over here. So let me close this at the moment. So let me select banking over here. Just scroll a bit below and here you will find this next button over here. Let's click next. After that, once we select the industry, we need to select the sub-industry. So here again, we will get the option based on our first selection. Now let's say I'm going with wealth management. And again, if your option is not available, you can go with other and specify the details later. Let's click on wealth management. And here, based on our selection, it is asking us to select the department or respective function. So let's say I'm going with onboarding. So here I'm just making a selection among the given options. Again, let's scroll below and here you will get this option next. Let's click on next. And now this is the place where we need to provide more details related to our application. Now let's select the application purpose. Now let's say this one CLM, client onboarding for financial services. And once I select the application purpose, I'm getting the description for this as well. So here you are allowed to change the application purpose and its functional description. Here you need to provide name of the organization. Let's say CST. After that, the next option is language. If you want, you can change it or keep it as it is. And the last option over here is location. Let me select the location and let's click next. So here we go. So based on our selections and inputs, Pega GenAI Blueprint is suggesting us these case types. You can go and check them one by one. And let's say if you want GenAI to create more such case types, you can simply click on this button, generate more. And as you can see, it has added more options to this list. Let's go to the top. Let's suppose if you have any specific idea in your mind which is not present in this list, you can simply click on this option, add a case type. So by this way, you can have a tailored solution for your requirements. So let's say test case KYC1, and let me provide a description. This is a testing KYC case type, something like this, and let me click save. So here at the bottom my case type has been added. So here Gen AI has given us a lot of case types, and let's suppose if we are not interested in any of the case type, then simply we can go to actions and delete that. Let's say request for information doesn't suit my requirement, I can simply go and delete it. Let's click delete. Now this RFI case type is not part of my GenAI blueprint. Again click on these three dots, and apart from delete you will find couple of more options, that is edit and duplicate. Duplicate means it will simply create a copy of the case type, and if you select edit, it will allow you to edit these details. And once you do the changes, you can again click on this option, save and regenerate case lifecycle. So based on your changes, it will regenerate the complete case lifecycle. Now let me close this and let's click next. So in the previous tab, we made selection for all the case types, and now in this stage, we need to finalize the case lifecycle for all the case types. So here at the top, you will observe a drop down, and it will be having all the case types which we selected in the last stage. And also you will find the case type which we created. So what you need to do is you need to select each case type, and you can visit the stages and steps within that. So here only, if required, you can add more steps. Let's add a step, and here you can choose the type. Let's say collect information, approve, reject, automation, create case, decision, generate document, generative AI, robotic automation, and send notification. So these are the options available, and if you want more additional options, then you can update the case lifecycle once you import this. So let me keep it as it is. Let me click cancel. If you want to add altogether a new process, then you can click on actions over here and simply click add process. Let's say process 2 and click save. Like this. So in these simple steps, you can configure the processes and steps within that. So here On the right hand side, you could see the alternate stage. And again, you can do similar things over here as well. Now let's click on edit case type. So here, if required, you can again go ahead and change the case type name and its description. So for now, I'll keep it as it is, and let me close this. So here, after last stage, you will get a plus icon to add a stage. Just click on that and it will give you a couple of options, and with help of this you can add either primary stage or alternate stage. Let me click on alternate stage and let's say reject. Let's click save. And now your alternate stage will appear over here. Let me scroll to right. So now I will keep it as it is, and just like this alternate stage you can add primary stage as well. So just like this case type, you need to revisit all these case types and do the changes in the stages, processes and steps as per your requirement. Now let's go to the last case type which we created, and let me add one alternate stage. Let me provide the same name. And here let me configure one automation, and let's provide the same name. Let's click save. So here we go. So here we are done with configuring the stages, processes and steps within it. Apart from the case lifecycle, you need to visit case data model as well for each case type. Let's go there. So basically it is suggesting you the properties which you might need for your application. And again, it's a big list, so the recommendation is to visit all these properties, and if you feel any property is not required, then you can simply go to actions and delete it. And if you want to do any changes to that, you can click edit and do the changes. And if you feel a specific property is not present over here, you can click on add a field and you can mention your property name, field type. Let's say test property 1, text. Let's enter this description, user input, and click save. And here we go. So here you will find your property has been added. So like this, if you want GenAI to generate more properties, then again you can click on generate more and it will generate more properties or fields for you. So here we go. So at the bottom, as you can see, it has created more properties which you might need. And again, you can visit each property, and if you feel any property is not required, you can simply delete that. So once you have visited all the case life cycles and data models for each case type, you are good to go to the next step. Let's click next. So here we have landed on this screen, data and integrations. So here GenAI is suggesting possible data objects which we might need for this application development. And again, we need to visit each and every data object. If that is required, we can keep it. Otherwise, we can delete that. For each data type, we get a couple of more options apart from delete, and those are edit and data model. If you click edit, it will allow you to change the data model name and its description. Also, you can select the system of records. Let's close this. And the next option is data model. So from here, you can configure the properties within your data type. If you want, if you want a specific property to be added, you can make use of this option, add a field, and you can insert your property. If you want Gen AI to generate more such properties, just simply click generate more. And here we go. So here at the bottom, you could see additional properties has been added. Now let me close this. And here again, you need to revisit all the data objects and you need to make sure only required properties are there, and the properties which are not required, you can delete them. So here if required, you can add a data object and you can click on generate more to generate more such data objects. So now let me click next. So here in the screen, we need to select the personas. If you want to add any specific persona, you can click on add a persona and you can add that. For each added persona, you will get these three options: edit, settings, and delete. So just like other screens, you can make use of these options. If you go to the bottom, you will get this option generate more to generate more personas. Now let's click next. So here at the end screen, it is giving you the complete summary of the things which this blueprint has. So you can see all the case types, properties within that. After that, you will observe the data types and its properties. And yeah, definitely you will see the personas which are there in this blueprint. So you'll find an option that is preview my app. It's a very interesting option. Let's click on preview my app. So even before creating your new application or importing this blueprint file, you get this working preview. So here you can go ahead and create a new case. You can observe the complete workflow here only, and even you will find some data as well. So this is a very cool feature. You can go ahead and play around with this. Here we go. As you can see, without doing anything, I am playing around with my application. So this is the desktop view. If you click over here, you will get the mobile view. So this is the power of Pega GenAI Blueprint. Again, I can go back to the desktop view. Not only the case creation, but other options are actionable as well. You will find everything is working perfectly. It has a lot of dummy data which it has generated in the background for us. You can go and visit. Even you can go and visit these reports or insights, you can say. So this is a complete working solution. So now let's click on this option, contact center. And here it will give you a complete feel of a customer service application. Let's wrap up. Here we go. So like this, we have these many options available over here. You can explore all these options and take advantage of this preview option. Let's close this. Let's go to the top. So if we talk about this presentation, this is similar to what we have seen in the previous version. If you click on download PDF, it will help you to download this presentation, which you can directly share with client and discuss more on these options. And the next option is this one, download blueprint, from where you can download this blueprint. Okay, it is giving me this error, but yeah, we can take care of this later. Let's click download anyway. So here I have got my blueprint file. You'll observe its extension is .blueprint. So now I can make use of this file and import it on the create new application screen. Now let's go back to the previous screen from where we launched the blueprint screen. And now this is time to click on this option, build from a blueprint. Let's click on that. And here I'm going to upload the blueprint which I downloaded just some time back. Let's click select a blueprint to upload. Now let's give it some time to process the blueprint file. So here we go. So it has already got the application name from the blueprint. Built on is Pega platform. If you go to blueprint details, it is what we have within this blueprint file. You could see different case types, data objects, personas, and some sample data as well, which is a crazy thing, and it will help you to kickstart your development and testing as well. So here you will get two options, build now and customize the build. If you click on build now, it will simply start creating the application. But let's say if you want to do some customizations, then you can click on customize build. Let's click on that. So this option gives you freedom to select a particular item or ignore it. So at the moment we are on the case types tab, and for each case type you will get this option build case type, and the default selection is from blueprint. Apart from that, the next option is do not build. Let's say at the moment if you are not interested in considering a specific case type, then you can go ahead and select do not build for that. Otherwise you can keep this option from blueprint. So this is the advantage of customizing. So let's suppose your blueprint has multiple case types, and at the moment you are interested in a very few case types, then you can select only those case types, and for other case types you can go ahead and select this do not build option. Let's click next. So here as well we get similar option. If you select from blueprint, that will be considered while creating the application, and if you select do not build, then it will be skipped. Let's click next. Similar options we have here as well for the personas. Let's click next. And at the end, here we are at the create new application form. So here we need to provide the application ID. Let me keep it as CLM only. Organization is my organization. So here you have this option to generate the division layer. Once you select this option, the division layer will be added to this class layers. And after that, you will get one more option to include the unit layer as well. And once you select this option, this unit layer also will be added to the class layers. So at the moment, I don't need this. So I'll simply uncheck both of them. And I'll simply go ahead with this structure. So here I could see for this class, the name has become quite big. Let me remove some last characters just to resolve this error. And now we are good to submit this. Let's click submit. So it will take some time, and at the end it will create the application with the details which we have selected. So guys, here you can see it took some time and finally it created the complete application for us. So as a part of this, it created 14 case types, 12 data objects, 20 personas and 2 different channels. Now let's click log off. Let's click here to log in. Let's click on login with SSO. And here we go. So we have landed on this overview page of this application, and you will find one interesting thing over here, and that is this user stories. So basically Pega GenAI has identified all the requirements and it is suggesting these 320 stories for these requirements. So these are just to help you to kickstart your development journey. So what you can do is you can visit each section. So for case types, there are 256 stories. For data and interfaces, we have 24. And for personas and channels, there are 38 stories. So like this, it will identify and create some stories for you for these different categories. Let's go to case types. So here you could see different case types in different stages, and once you are done with those stories, you can simply drag and drop them to the done column. If you want, you can select any particular story and you can update its details over here. So this is a part of Agile Workbench. Now let's click cancel. Let's close this Agile Workbench and let's go to the case types section. Now let's go and open this test case type. So here it has added all the stages and steps which we selected in the blueprint file. So one thing you need to understand that blueprint will not create the entire application, but it will give you the structure framework which is required for the development. So from here the actual development work will start. So you need to have stories for each case type, for each data types, and from there you need to design each and every screen. You need to add logics within these utilities, and at the end, after you complete all these things, your application will be ready. So guys, this is all about today's video. If you have any queries, please do let me know in the comment box. Please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who are learning Pega. Thanks for watching this video. Stay healthy, stay safe, have a nice day.